Good morning, Mark Bruno with Inkish TV, and we are here at Drupa, day 5, Saturday. I didn't shave. We're here with Ricoh and Mark Little, who's Global Director of Marketing based out of the United States. Mark, how are you?
Hey, I'm good doing. Nice to have you in the booth, Mark.
Nice to have you here. So how many days have you been here already?
I was here a couple days before the start doing some media stuff, and I'll be here through the bitter end. But
How are your feet?
my feet are good. A little tired, but that's mainly because we're so busy. It's been incredible. It's been overwhelmingly busy.
So we're halfway through the show. Tell me about some of the foot traffic and why people are coming to the Ricoh booth.
Yes, absolutely. So we brought 2 new of our flagship products. We're standing right here in front of the VC 80,000, which is our newest continuous feed roll press, packed with AI, packed with solving challenges for our customers. And I think that's really what are drawing people to our booth. They're actually realizing that, hey, we're putting products out that solve their challenges right there in their environment. You know, we're in the spirit of Henkaku. We're standing in front of this giant theater. And that really just signifies our co-innovation and us getting together with our partners, understanding their challenges and solving them with them and being there along the way. And I think that's what's bringing people into the booth, starting to hear about it a little bit. And just on the other side of us, we have our B2 inkjet press. Full auto duplexing B2 inkjet, the Ricoh Pro Z75, just been packed with visitors since opening doors.
So on a bigger picture level, you mentioned your partners. So Ricoh's obviously a Japanese company with a large American presence, and here we are in Europe. So explain to our viewers like how it all kind of works and how the synergy comes together.
Excellent. Yeah, so we're one Ricoh, really. You know, like many Japanese company, we have a lot of operating companies around the world, but when it comes together, you know, we're a global company. We've been able to span some global partnerships with some of the world's largest printers, and that's because we're able to cross regions and bring them together, co-collaboration, that co-innovation, and help them align themselves across their regions as well as ours, and it's been a big benefit. But yep, sitting here in Europe, overwhelmingly a number of U.S. Printers that have came over to take a look. And you know, I'd be sad if I didn't mention that we're selling a lot of equipment this week, and it's been a fantastic week for us.
Good, great to hear. You mentioned the AI technology. Can you elaborate a little bit about like what it is and how it works and what the benefits are for the printers?
Yeah, excellent. So with the VC 80,000, we're able to do a couple of things. Well, we're able to do a lot of things, but in short, there's a couple of things that are just my favorite. One is when we take a new roll, a media roll, generally on these things, it can take up to 10 hours to get that paper ready to print. We're actually able to use the machine to do that for us with our Pro Scanner technology, collect that data, have that data fed back into the machine, create machine learning. We're able to linearize, calibrate, get a new paper ready to print in about 45 minutes with zero operator intervention other than start. So those kind of things are solving labor challenges. Things like our predictive head maintenance. When, you know, we don't want that crash when heads fail and you're right in the middle of a job. That makes us go back to customers and say, I'm sorry, we can't meet your time. We're able to take those heads and say, hey, your head's gonna fail. It may fail in a month. It may fail in 2 weeks. And give those operators and our partners a chance to say, hey, let's schedule downtime and not have that train wreck, that crash that causes so much corruption in a print environment.
Right. So it sounds like obviously the machine is fast, but beyond speeds and feeds, there's added value in other areas that you guys are bringing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'd be remiss if I didn't meet a little bit of those specs because we're actually a 23-inch wide reb. What's that mean? Well, a lot of letter shops out there, you know, we can actually print now landscape with a full bleed and a gutter. So that gives us about 25% more productivity just on the size of the sheet. Not to mention we're about 50% faster than our previous generation. So we're kind of doubling our productivity between speed and the application we're putting it on there. Not to mention we can actually print from 40 GSM all the way up to about 14 point. So that's pretty thick. With our new Firefly drying technology, there's over 100 patents on this dryer, fully developed in Boulder, Colorado. So we're really excited. We think we have a pretty good leg up on drying an inkjet, which tends to be the hardest thing, right?
One last question for you, Mark. You mentioned applications. So this press and the other press, what types of PSPs are generally drawn to the technology?
That's a great question, and you know what? We really are listening to that voice of customer. So this press was developed in conjunction with that voice of customer coming in and saying, hey, this is our wish list. This is what we want to do. So we went back to the drawing board, research and development, produced some of that. But now it's in the market. What we're seeing is a bit of a combination. You know, some light packaging up to 24-point duplexing on the Ricoh Pro Z75 has been a huge benefit to some of the printers. This one going up to 14-point and the continuous feed. Start thinking offset to digital transition, either multiple static runs to variable data. So we're seeing a lot of commercial printers come after these, as well as the direct mail or the data-driven printers, really finding a productivity they need all in one company, which is Ricoh.
Great. Well, we appreciate your time this morning, Mark.
Yeah.
Hope the second half of the show is as good as the first.
We did here. Thanks for stopping by, Mark. We certainly appreciate it.
Absolutely.